channel. Yeah, if you're just joining, you can just say hi while we continue with our video. Okay. Today we'll be discussing some IQ tests, IQ questions and their answers. Some IQ questions and their answers. So, so I welcome you all to our lesson today. Where are you viewing us from? Where are you viewing us from? Let me know on the comments. Let me know on the comments where you are viewing us from. Okay. So we are going to start with some questions and answers on some IQ tests. Okay. So let me fill this ink first of all. Let me fill this ink. Okay. So let's go. All right. So welcome. Now I have some IQ questions for each and every one of us. So we are told that question number one, I believe, let me first of all check where you can see and where you cannot see. All right. Now, first question says, if there are 5 apples, if there are 5 apples and let me fill this more. Okay, if there are 5 apples and you take away 3, and you take away 3, how many do you have? How many do you have? If there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? So that is the question. Let me see your answers. If there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? If you are just joining, you are welcome. If you are just joining, you are welcome. So let's go, friends. What do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? If there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? How many do you have if there are 5 apples and you take away 3? How many do you have? Let's go, friends. Let us go, let us go, let us go. Let's go. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? What do you think the answer should be? Okay. Now, first of all, if there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? The truth remains that you need to read meaning into this question. All right. So to read meaning into this question, we need to understand the whole concept. If there are 5 apples, okay, it means that 5 apples is somewhere. Yes, it simply means that, see, these 5 apples are somewhere. So how many do we have left? Jugu, you are welcome. Okay, I would have tuned in since, but my network was very poor. Okay, let me know. Can I have your feedback? How is the live stream going? Can you see the board clearly? Happy New Week, Jugu. Let me start with that before I start disturbing you. So tell me your experience with this horizontal live stream. How is it? Okay. What of the write-ups? Can you see everything clearly? Um then another thing, Jugu, where did you get a notification that I'm on live? Did you get a notification that I'm on live? Okay, thank you. All right, so I think there is no problem with this. The truth remains that I've been going live using vertical. So maybe, just maybe, I don't have audience already for the horizontal live stream. Okay, thank you for the feedback. So I'll just continue with the lesson, hoping and praying that others will join us. So you say the answer is 3, and that is the truth. That is 3. Yeah, that is the truth. So, um, because you have there are 5 apples, it's not the same thing as you have 5 apples. I believe you know this already. Yes. So that means that you take away 3, means you are the one that is having 3 right now. So the answer is 3, just like you said. Okay. Now another question. Another question. If you can, can they join? Yeah, it's okay. All right. Then another question is this: we have 98. We have 99. We have 107. Then there's question mark here, and we have 198. So we are asked to find the missing number. Find the missing number. Find the missing number. Okay. Oh, I need to sit down. So you're asked to find the missing number. Okay, Julie said the answer is 134. 137. Okay, Julie, which one? 134, 137. 134 or 137. Okay, so it says it's 134. All right. We are not much yet. Oh, how I wish I will have my audience using this vertical, because this is far better for me. Okay, so we have 134. Okay, okay. 134. All right. Let's see how this is 134 to start with. Let's see, let's check how it is 134. Okay, let's see. So the solution, this is 98 and 99. The difference between 98 and 99 is 1. Yeah, so we have 1 here. Then the difference between this and this is 8. So we have 8 here. So this is 1 to the power of 3. This is 2 to the power of 3. So I believe that the difference between this and the expected number or the missing number should be yes, it's gas of cube, exactly. So this one should be 3 to the power of 3, which is 27. All right. So that means that 107 plus the missing number, 107 plus 27 should give us 107 plus 27 should give us the missing number. So 7 plus 7 is 14, right? 4 carry 1. 0 plus 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3, and we'll bring down 1. And that is why the missing number is 134. Yeah, amazing. Whew. We are yet to get another person. Yes, and the next one is 4 to the power of 3. Exactly. Next one is 4 to the power of 3. Jugu, thanks for the support. Thank you. I really appreciate it. At least with this, I know that there is nothing wrong with the channel. That is just the fact that I don't have much people joining. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, now the next question. The next question says, A plus B equals 15. A plus B is equal to 15, and A minus B is equal to 3. So we're asked to find A multiplied by B. If A, okay, answer, A equals 9, B equals, okay. So let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Now, first of all, since we have 2 equations and we have 2 unknowns, that means we can solve this using the simultaneous equation. I wish someone else could just join us. Yeah, that way we have an extra person, because I believe you know all these ones already. But we keep going. I just want to stream for at least 1 hour. Let me see if there will be change. About 1 hour. All right, so we have A plus B equals 15, A minus B equals 3. What is A multiplied by B? So let's call this equation 1 and this equation 2. I think after this, we start solving questions, yeah, so that at least you have something to gain, because I know you know these ones already. All right, so we are asked to find A multiplied by B. So solving this using simultaneously, A minus A is 0. So we have B minus B, which is same thing as B plus B. So we have 2B is equal to 15 minus 3 is 12. So if we divide both sides by 2, we have that B is equal to 6. Okay, so we need to get A. If we substitute B equals 6 into equation 1, we have A plus 6 is equal to 15. So that implies that A is 15 minus 6, which will give us 9. All right. So the question is asking for A multiplied by B, which is 6 times 9, which is 54. So the answer is 54 as you predicted. All right. Now, the next thing should be, okay, let's solve some math questions just to make sure I'm keeping you busy with something that is better. You know all these ones already. Okay, so we have this particular question, and this says, okay, so we have Mr. Coffee or Mrs. Coffee sold Mrs. Coffee sold an article. Mrs. Coffee sold an article for 7.50 CFAs instead of 12.75 CFA. We are asked to calculate her percentage error. Calculate her percentage error, then correct to 1 decimal place. Correct to 1 decimal place. Okay. Now, this particular question is, okay, Jugu, let me see what you have to say. What is your answer? These are options. Option A, we have 41.2%. Option B, we have 18.3. 18.3%. Option C, we have 5.3%. Option D, we have 1.7%. Option E, we have 1.4%. All right. Okay. 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 Mrs. Coffee sold an article for 750 CFA instead of 12.75. We are asked to calculate her percentage error and correct to 1 decimal place. All right. So let's go. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer should be? What do you think? Okay, what do you think the answer should be? So let's go. Let's go. Mrs. Coffee sold an article for Mrs. Kofi sold an article for 7.50 instead of 12.75. So we're asked to calculate her percentage error and correct to one decimal place. That is the question. Okay. Let's go, friends. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? What do you think the answer is? Okay. All right. Sugar says it's 41.2%. Okay. All right. Let's solve this together. Let's solve it together. You are right. The truth is we are requested to calculate the percentage error. That means we need to get the error and find the percentage. Now, for the error, we have she's supposed to sell this for 12.75, but she sold it for 7.50. So we have 12.75 minus 7.50. This one, I'm trying to get the error, first of all, so that I can find its percentage. All right. Now, 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. And 12 minus 7 is 5. Yeah. Okay. So this is our error. This is our error. Now, percentage error will now be the error, which is 5.25, divided by the amount she was supposed to sell it, which is this 12.75. Then we multiply by 100 over 1, since we want to change this to percent. All right. Now, if you solve this, you are going to get A. If you solve this, because to change this, you first of all, you multiply this by 100, multiply this by 100 as well. Then you divide this by this, then multiply by that. You are definitely going to get 41.2%. So this will give us 41.2%. All right. Amazing. Okay. Now let's go. Another question. Now this question says, I just want to do this for just 1 hour, then I'll cut and maybe turn to vertical. Yeah. But I want to continue with this horizontal for my own good. So I'll be doing it off and on, off and on, off and on. Yeah, it's for 1.2%. Then the next question. In this question, we have a diagram. In this way. So we have a diagram this way. This is center 0, this is R, and here is 7 cm. From here to here is 7 cm. So we have X, we have Y, and we have P. Okay, now the question says, in the diagram below, there are two semicircles with diameter 14 cm and 7 cm respectively. So it means that from here to here is 7 cm. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. And then from here to here is 7 cm as well. And this and that, they are all semicircle. Now the first question says, question A, Find the area of the enclosed region. Find the area of the enclosed region. Find the area of the enclosed region. Then we have our options. Option A is 96 cm squared. Option B, 116 centimeters squared. Option C, 154 centimeters squared. Option D, 192 cm squared. And option E, 385 cm squared. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what is the time? Option A, 96.25. That is what you got. Okay. I forgot to do it. Okay. Do me, I do you. Man, no go fair. All right. So you said option A. All right. Let's do it together and see if the answer is A. Let's do it together to see if the answer is A. All right. So, Nadia Kwechiri had distribute a video. Now, so let's solve this solution. Find the area of the enclosed region. That means we're talking about the area of this plus the area of that. Now we have two semicircles. And a semicircle is half of a circle. That is number one. We are asked to find the area. So we start with area of a circle. Area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. But we are talking about the area of this particular or the enclosed region is going to be area of pxr and area of py0 added together. So area of the bigger circle or a bigger semicircle. So area of pxr will be equal to half, because it's a semicircle, multiplied by pi multiplied by r squared. And remember that the diameter of the semicircle is 14, but its area is 7. So the area will be equal to half times pi times, now our r is 7, so 7 times 7, 7 squared. And our pi is 22 over 7. So this, remove this, we have that the area will be equal to 22 times 7 is 22 times 7 should be 2 times 7 is 14. So you add this, should be 154. That is a math trick, I know, okay? Or we just divide this and this, we have 11. 11 times 7 is 77 centimeters squared. So that is the area of the bigger semicircle. Now, the area of the smaller semicircle, then is, we have area of POY will be equal to half pi r squared. Then pi is 22 over 7 times. Now, the radius of this, remember that PO is the diameter of the smaller semicircle. So the radius will be half of this 7. Yes, the radius will be half of this 7. And because it's going to be half of this 7, it's going to be 7 divided by 2 squared. So 7 over 2 times 7 over 2. Yes. Then we solve. 2 will divide 22 to give us 11. 7 will divide 7 and this goes. So what we'll have left is 11 times 7, which is 77 divided by 4. So if we should add this to this, so the area of the enclosed part is going to be area of PXR, which is the whole of this, the bigger one, plus area of the smaller one, which is PY0. Okay, so that way we are going to add 77 to 77 divided by 4. So the area we are looking for will be equal to 77 over 4 plus 77 over 1. So if we solve that, we are going to have the LCM is 4. When 4 divides 4 is 1. 1 times 77 is 77. Okay, good. Joma. 1 divides 4, we have 4. 4 times 77. 77 times 4, we are going to have 7 times 4 is 28. So it's going to be plus 10. Okay. 77 times 4, 28, carry 2, 28 plus 2, 30. All right, so it's going to be 308. So we have 308. Now we are going to use calculator to do this because we are never told not to use a calculator. So I'm going to use calculator for faster calculation. So let's do this with calculator. So using my calculator, I have 77 plus 308. This is 385. So 385 divided by 4. So 385 divided by 4, we have 96.25. Yes, and that is option A, according to Google. Okay, that is option A. Yeah. Now, the next question. The next question is saying that okay. The next question says find the area. Okay, find the perimeter of the region. Oh, I've cleaned it. We are still using the same diagram. We have this. We have this. We have this. Okay, from here to here is 7 cm. From here to here, this is O, this is R, this is P, this is Y, this is X. From here to here is another 7 cm. So we are asked to find the perimeter of the region. Find the perimeter of the region. Okay. Answer is 66. Hope you are not making mistake. Jugu, check. Remember that those are semicircles, not full circles. So we have perimeter of the region. You're asked to find the perimeter. So, yeah, exactly. It should be 33 centimeter. That is because those are semicircles. Now, perimeter of a semicircle is actually, the formula for perimeter is same thing as the circumference, because perimeter of any object is the distance around the object. So this is our, if this is a square, if this place is 2, that means all the sides are 2. The perimeter is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. I'm giving these details, Jugo, because of those that watch this as a replay. Okay, that's why I'm giving the details. All right, so that's why I'm teaching it very well. Now, we are now asked to find the perimeter of this particular shape. Now, that means they need us to calculate the distance from here to this place, to this place, to this place, the distance around this shape. And if we are to calculate that, that means we need to find the length, the distance from here to here, which is the first semicircle, and then the distance from here to here, which is another semicircle. We already know the distance from here to here as 7 cm. Now, the perimeter of a circle, which is seen as its circumference, is pi d, or pi, then d is 2r, right? So, or 2 pi r. Okay, now we have our radius, so we are going to make use of our radius, or we have our diameter, we can still make use of our diameter. All right, so if I want to use the diameter pi d, the perimeter of this line Rx, of the curve RXP, the perimeter of RXP will be equal to half, because this is a semicircle, half pi d. The pi is 22/7, and the diameter is 7 plus 7, which is 14. Now, when 2 divides this, we have 11. When 7 divides this, we have 2. So it means that the perimeter is 22. Now, similarly, the perimeter of PYO, the perimeter of PYO is half times pi d. Pi is 22/7 times. Now, the diameter of PO is 7, so we have 7. This will remove this, and this will divide this to give us 11. Now, therefore, okay, so therefore, the total distance around this object is going to be the perimeter from here to here, plus the perimeter from here to here, plus the perimeter from O to R. So the perimeter of the shape will be, we have gotten PXR as 22 plus PY0 as 11 plus OR, which is 7, right? That should be the perimeter. So if we calculate that, we are going to have 22 plus 11, that is 33, plus 7, that should be 40 centimeters. Yeah, Jugu, I think you forgot to add the 7. Yeah, I think you forgot to add the 7. What do you think? What do you think? So the answer is 40 centimeters, and that is, in the options, is option C. Yeah. They got it right there. You forgot to add that one. You forgot to add that. You forgot to add that. You forgot to add that. How is it 33? Let me know. Let me know how it is. How is it 33? Explain, please. Explain. We are asked to find distance around this particular diagram, remember? Yeah, distance around this diagram. That is what we are asked to find. Okay, so we have found the distance from here to here, which is the perimeter of PRXP, which gave us 22. That is correct. Then we are asked to find distance from here to here, We also found this to be 11. If my calculation is right, this will cancel this. We have 1, 2 divide 20, we have 11. So that will give us 33, right? Okay. Then plus, this is 7 cm. We are told that OR is 7 cm. That is, the OR should be the radius of the circle, the bigger circle, and that is 7. Yes, 7. Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. You forgot the 7 because this 7 is part of the diagram. Exactly. So it should be involved. All right. Nice one. Even though we are not much, I'm actually enjoying this. Okay. I think we have one more person joining us. You are welcome. We don't know who you are, but it will be a pleasure if you can say hi to the house. I believe you are enjoying video. Yeah, amazing math, seriously. Okay, now we have another question. Let's solve another question then. Let's solve another question. Okay, this is under inequality, graphing inequality. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and this side is shaded. This side is shaded. And we have here to be point A, here to be point B. And this is 0. So this is 0, 0. And this is a graph of 4x plus 3y equals 6. Now we are asked, the first question says, the shaded portion shows the outer boundary of the half plane defined by the inequality. The shaded portion shows, that means they want us to know, to write the inequality, shows the outer boundary. This is mushed, copy. The outer boundary of half, okay, half plane defined by the inequality Now we have our options. Let me drop our options. I think it will go a long way to help us. This is actually like revision. Some things that I know I've not done for a very long time. This is like revision. Okay, now option A. Option A is 4x plus 3y is greater than 6. Option B is 4x plus 3y is equal to 6. Option C is 4x plus 3y is less than 6. Option D is, okay, now I think they are making mistake. First of all, I think this should have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, because the fact remains that the line is thick, is not even dotted. Yeah, the line is thick, is not dotted. So let's not make the same mistake with them. So let's add greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Then we have 3y is greater than 6, and E says 4x is less than 6. Okay, so what's the answer? What's the answer? You could say the answer is option A, greater than or equal to 6. Okay, if you are just joining us, you are welcome. Let us continue. If you're just joining, say hi to us so that we know that we have some people in the house. So, Jugu, how is the lesson going? What do you have to say about the lesson? What do you have to say? Once is 1 hour. Once is 1 hour. Let me sit a bit. Once is 1 hour, I'm going to stop the live. Then I will rest a bit and then I will go live on vertical because that is where we have audience. Okay. So Juby is saying putting origin 0,0 in it comes less than or equal to 0. Origin is opposite to shaded portion plane. Hence answer is okay. I'm surprised that you still remember all these maths, all of them. You still remember them. It's amazing. That means you were a guru in school. That means you are a guru. Seriously. Okay. Now, let's solve it together because I believe those that watch it as a replay, I don't want them to get bored. So I don't want to give space so much between. Okay, Mama, I think critical thinking at any age keeps mind that exactly. That is the truth. That is the truth. Okay, so the question needs me to take a picture of this. Let me take a picture. Okay. Okay. Now let's solve this together. Let's solve this together. Solution. Which one should I claim? Okay. First things first, we have 4x plus 3y is equal to 6. Now let's test with 0, 0, because for us to get the equation, we need to test if this side is involved or not. Okay, why this side is not involved? So if we use 0, 0, our x is 0 and our y is 0. So we have 4 multiplied by 0 plus 3 multiplied by 0 is equal to 6. So we have 4 times 0 is 0. So we are going to have that 0 plus 0 is equal to 6, right? So we have 0 is equal to 6. Now, this, for us to make sure that this is not included, we are going to use the false. Yes, we are going to use the false inequality sign. So if we say that 0 is less than or equal to 6, that means we're supposed to shade this portion that contains 0, 0. This is our 0, 0. Yeah, but for the fact that the portion shaded does not include 0, 0, that means we need to use the false, meaning that it's not included. So it's going to be greater than or equal to, and that will give us option A. So it means that this is a graph of inequality of 4x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 6. All right, so Jugu, you are right. Now let's solve another question under this. There's another question from here. 4x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 6. That should be the graph represented. All right. Now the second question says find the coordinates of point B. Find the coordinates of point B. Find the coordinates of point B. All right. So we are asked to find the coordinates of point B. Jugu says 1.5, 0. Okay. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. So the answer is simple. Coordinates of point B. Remember that B is our x-intercept. B is our x-intercept. That is where this line cuts the x-axis, is our B. So B is our x-intercept. And remember that you get your x-intercept when y equals 0. That is when you get your x-intercept Your x-intercept is gotten when y is equal to 0. So we are going to substitute y equals 0 into this equation to get our x-intercept. So we have 4x plus 3 brackets 0. That is 3 times 0. Okay? Is greater than or equal to 6. So we have 4x. Okay, we are going to solve this normal. So we have 4x is equal to 6. Then we divide by 4, divide by 4. We have x is equal to, so this is when 4 divides 6, we have 1 remainder 2, divides 20, we have 5. So it means that at x equals 1.5 and y is 0, and that is the coordinate at point B, and which is what you got, Jugo. Nice one. That's a nice job. Wow. I wish people find this type of mastering interesting. Seriously, yes, it's going to stress me standing up for hours, but it's an interesting stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Jugu. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support and everything. I appreciate. Okay. Though the turn up for this horizontal live stream is not encouraging, but like I said, I'll keep doing it. I'll do both vertical and horizontal so that I will have audience for both of them. I'm struggling for audience here. I am. Okay, now we have another question. This says, this is on that series. These people, though this is a past question anyway, past SSCE, GCE, NECO questions. All right, so this one says, the first term A of an AP, the first term A of an AP is equal to twice the common difference. Is equal to twice the common difference. Oh. All right. Now the question says the common difference D. So we are asked to find in terms of D, the fifth term of the AP. The fifth term of the AP. Find in terms of D, the fifth term of the AP. Yes, the portrait draws more audience. That is because they push it to the short feed. So, shorts attract more audience than long videos. So this is like this one is like long form video, but the other one is similar to shorts. So that one is like shorts, exactly, but this one is long form videos. So it's hard to get views on the long form videos like that. Yes, exactly. The landscape is for long form video. The portrait is for this. Okay, let's continue. So you say your answer is, okay, let me write the options. Option A is 4D. Option B is 5D. Option C is 6D. Option D is A plus 5D. And option E is 2A plus 4D. So that is the question. So you say your answer is which of the options? You say C. Your answer is C. Okay. 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 All right. Now let's solve this together. First of all, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1d. That is, Tn means the term, the any term we are looking for, nth term is A plus n minus 1d. Okay, both C and E. C and E, are they the same thing? 2A plus 4d. Jugu, you have to choose one. Jugu, you have to choose one. Okay, so first of all, that means T5 should be equal to A, and we are told that A, that is the first term of an AP, is equal to twice the common difference. So it means that A is equal to twice the common difference. That is what that place is saying, that A is equal to twice the common difference. Okay, so that means that we will replace A here with 2D. So we have 2D plus, so we are asked to find the fifth term. So our n is 5. You can say I replace n here with 5. So we are going to have 5 minus 1 here. 5 minus 1d. So this implies that T5, which is what we are looking for, is 2d plus 4d, which is equal to 6d. So the right option is option C. So Jugu, what is E doing there? 2A plus 4D. Yes, it cannot be 2A plus 4D. Remember that A is 2D, so A cannot be 2A. That one is just confusion. All right. Excuse me. Now the next question, let me check. We have 3 more minutes to end this one. Then I will go live on the other video, on the other orientation. That's the portrait. Okay. So the next question says, all right. Now the next question says, the common ratio of a GP is 2. The common ratio of a GP is 2. If the fifth term is greater than the first term, by 45. If the fifth term is greater than the first term by 45, find the fifth term. Now we have option A. Option A is 3. Option B is 6. Option C is 45. Option D is 48. Option E is 90. Okay, I think I need to sit a bit. So let's go, friends. What do you think the answer should be? We are told that the common ratio of a GP is 2. If the fifth term is greater than the first term. If the fifth term is greater than the first term, by 45, we are asked to find the fifth term. So we have options. Option A is 3, option B is 6, option C is 45, and option D is 48, while option E is 90. So we are asked to solve this. We are asked to find the fifth term. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do you think the answer is? What do you think the answer is? The common ratio of a GP is 2 if the fifth term is greater than the first term by 45. Find the fifth term. Find the fifth term. The fifth term is greater than the fourth term by 45. The fifth term is greater than the first term by 45. Okay. Okay, we can solve this. Okay, Drew is saying that A is 3. We are saying that the answer is option D, which is 48. Option D, which is 48. All right, now let's solve this together. Let's solve it together. We analyze this. The common ratio of a GP. Okay, let me just introduce what a GP is. A GP is a sequence that has a common ratio. Now, the common ratio is this. For example, if I say 2, 6, 18, say 18 times 3, 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2. So we have 54. Okay, and it continues. Now, this is a GP because you notice that if you multiply the first number by 3, you get the second number. If you multiply the second number by 3, you get the third number. If you multiply the third number by 3, you get the 54. So you notice that 3 is our common ratio here. 3 is our common ratio. Then 2 is the first term. 2 is the first term. Now, if you want to get any term in this particular GP now, because this is a GP, the formula is Tn is equal to AR raised to the power of n minus 1. Now, for example, this is the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term. Yeah, this is the fourth term. This is the fourth term, sorry. So let's say we want to get the fifth term of this sequence. I'm not talking about the question of this particular GP. The fifth term is T5 will be equal to A multiplied by R raised to the power of 5 minus 1. Remember, our N is 5. So it's going to be AR raised to the power of 4. Okay? So let's write it. We do have limited space. So we have T5 is AR to the power of 4. Okay? So our A is the first term, which is 2, multiplied by, the common ratio here is 3. Remember, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So the common ratio is 3. So we have 3 to the power of 4. Okay? So this will give us 2 2 times 3 to the power of 4 is 81, if I'm not mistaken. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. So when you multiply 2 times 81, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. We have 162. Okay? Now, this 162 should be the next term. Now, let's see. If we multiply 54, let's check by 3. Let's see if we will get that. 3 times 4 is 12, right? 2 carry 1. 3 times 5, 15 plus 1, 16. So you can see. So this is the formula if you want to find any nth term of a particular sequence. All right. The formula is Tn is equal to AR raised to the power of n minus 1. Now let's go back to the question. So we are told that the common ratio of a GP. Now a GP, there's a GP, but we are not shown the GP. So we are told that the common ratio of the GP is 2. So it means that the R is equal to 2. Now, if the fifth term is greater than the first term by 45, the fifth term, that is T5, is greater than the first term by what? By 45. That means T5 minus T1, that is the first term, and the first term is A. Okay, if we subtract the first term from the fifth term, that we're going to get 45. That is it. So the question now says we should find the fifth term. That is the question. Now, remember that this is easy. I've told you already. We need to get T5 for us to get, okay, we're asked to find the first term. That means we need to get A. We need to get A before we can solve for the T5. So first of all, T5, according to the formula I explained, will be AR raised to the power of 4, because it's going to be AR raised to the power of n minus 1. And our n is 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So the fifth term now is AR to the power of 4 minus A is equal to 45. All right. So this is equal to A bracket R to the power of 4. We have R to be 2, right? 2 to the power of 4 minus A is equal to 45. All right. So if we solve further, we have A bracket 2 to the power of 4 is 16 minus A is equal to 45. Now we can collect like terms. We have A here, we have A here. Yes. So let us quickly do that. So we factorize A out. 16A divided by A is 16 minus A divided by A is 1 is equal to 45. So we have 15A is equal to 45. So to get A, we divide both sides by 15. And that way we will have A to be equal to 3. So we have found our A to be equal to 3. So it means that the first term of this sequence is A. Chenzi, Chenzi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. So Chenzi, let me know, did you get notification and did you get it on time? When did you get your notification and did you get the notification on time? And were you, can you please say, I know, Chenzi, don't worry. I'm doing an experiment and you may not understand, but I need this horizontal live stream. But like I promised you, we are doing this for just 1 hour. Then I will switch to vertical, that is portrait. Okay. So once I'm done with this, I think this will give us 1 hour. We're already 1 hour, 9 minutes into the video. So once I'm done with this one, we are going to switch to vertical. But I'm going to rest a bit before I come live again. All right. Okay. But I got the notification. Okay. Thank you so much. I just came back from school. All right. You're welcome. All right. Thanks for your understanding, Chenzi. So now we have gotten our A. Our A is 3 and our R is 2. So let's go. A is 3 and R is 2. So we have A to be equal to 3. So we are asked to find the fifth term. Now remember that the fifth term of a GP is AR to the power of 5 minus 1. So it's going to be equal to AR to the power of 4. Now we have our A, which is 3, multiplied by our R is 2, given to the power of 4. So if we solve this, we have 3 times 16, which will give us 3 times 6, 18, carry 1, 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So that will give us option D, just like Jugu explained. All right, so this is where we call it a day for now. I will still go live again. All right. So just watch out for my notification. What's the time? This is 11:52 a.m. In the next between 30 minutes to 1 hour, I will be live again, but it's going to be on vertical. So expect my notification in the next 30 to 1 hour. 30 minutes to 1 hour. So to those that joined, thank you so much. Especially, is there, okay, Jugi, Chenzi, you're asking me something. So Chenzi said, is there a live tonight? If there is, how should we join? I don't know. One thing about, it's 4:22 here. All right. One thing about my live stream at night is the fact that the bulb I'm using keeps reflecting on the board, and people rarely see what I wrote or what I'm writing. So going live in the night is actually, I don't know. I feel like it's a waste of energy, but I will try because I need to. Okay. So yes, I will try to go live in the night after my private lesson with one of my UK-based students. All right. Yes. Jugu. So in especially, I want to thank you, Jugu. Jugu has been here since. Thank you, Jugu, for the support. I really appreciate. Thank you. So we are going off right now. So like I said, the lights went off 2 days before during night stream. Yes, it did. My solar went off because it was having a problem, but my husband has fixed that already. Yeah, thank you, Julie. So my husband has fixed that, so I believe that will not happen again. And this is rainy season here in Nigeria, so the solar sometimes doesn't get store enough energy. For that one is past now. I believe it will not happen again. So in especially, I want to thank you all. Thank you, Jugu. Thank you, Chenzi, for joining when you could. Yes. Thank you so much. All right. See you guys in the next 30 to 1 hour. All right. Bye.